call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 18th-ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let...
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Fights off a defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
So Notre Dame's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He leaves it with his back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Reese. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Surging forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They believe they can run right here. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
First down, West Virginia.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he got loose. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's looking deep. He's got it down the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Caught. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Rush is on him. Using the quick game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's locked. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Power football with the run. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Here's a heat. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here's the handoff. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the grab. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
He wants to change this route. And back to the air on second down. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just keep slinging it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Now on the counter. Runs through a tackle. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
West Virginia.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Oh, what a move. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by that offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easy.
They get to him as he throws. Complete downfield. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
First down.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, West Virginia!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off the play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
It's caught. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 39. Brings up 2nd down.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got him downfield. Running through contact. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next. There he goes! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Here's
here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the...
Trying to get behind the defense. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Murphy. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking the shot. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense not getting...
Trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Snags it down the right side. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 18 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Third down coming, and the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's locked. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Spins away from the defender. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Quick strike complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. No need to get cute here. You've run enough plays. Now it's time for the kneel down, David.
Take the knee, make them use their last time out, then they're out. The clock runs out. Jesse, it's a beautiful thing.
The only way you lose this game is if you fumble it. Make sure you execute the center quarterback exchange and go celebrate in the locker room.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack.